What's going on, everybody? It's Cody. Welcome back to the channel. WNBA All Star Game Saturday night. 2K to first. That is extremely disappointing. I was really expecting at least 5K, maybe 10K with how good the contests have been lately. But it is what it is. It's a very, very small contest. I will mention that. Only 784 entries. So I would definitely recommend reserving your entry early if you're planning on playing. But we got Team USA versus Team WNBA. I just wanted to take a quick second and thank you guys. The first half of the season was absolutely amazing. I had my fair share of tilts some nights, but the highs were extremely high. It's part of it, roller coaster ride of DFS, especially for those that have played WNBA for a while. You guys know there are a lot of peaks and valleys, but I'm just really thankful. The channel growth has been amazing. Everyone jumping in the stream, asking questions, leaving likes, just everything's been awesome. Discord's been growing like crazy. But just really thankful for everybody that watches videos, so thank you guys. But let's look back at my lineups from Wednesday night. I played 2 in the main slate. I mentioned how high I was on Clark and Agumbawale. Absolutely love playing them together. Pretty much just stacking up that late game as much as you can. Here I played Dorka and Nas. Neither of them had great games, but I mean I still min cashed here. Ended up landing on JC Sheldon, and then in my other lineup, instead of Dorka and Sheldon, I played Big T and Hull. Still min cashed here as well, 4 points behind my other lineup. But the core of Clark, Agumbawale, and Howard was great. Even though Howard had an abysmal shooting game, she just stuffed the stat sheet. So, and then like I haven't even mentioned Caitlin Clark and her 19 assists, just insane. Then my showdown lineup, I was 13 points from first, and I actually got negative points from Erica Wheeler. I could have taken a full-on 0 and had a better score, but I'm happy with it. Turned a profit, and that's all you can really ask for. If I play every slate and make money on all of them, I would be tickled. Doesn't matter if I'm up at the very top or just min cashing. Green is green, so I will take it. But before we get into Team USA versus Team WNBA, just wanted to mention last year's All Star Game. We absolutely smashed it. DJ 1K. He finished in second. Played Stewie, which was disappointing. She shot like 1 of 13. But we're going to talk about this. Actually, I'll just go ahead and talk about it. All-Star Game, the secret sauce is you play the three-point shooters. I mentioned it last year, and it was never more true. Kelsey Plum went crazy. Arike Agumbawale had a great game. Joel Lloyd went nuts. Sabrina went nuts. And especially if they have the 4-point shot. So just like they did last year. Rob finished 4th. Just was awesome. I think we had like 6 or 7 people in the top 15. Just a crazy, crazy night. But let's start here on Team USA. A lot to talk about. Like Fee and Stewie, not expecting them to play very much, if at all. I lean that they're both going to play and at least get a little bit of their legs under them. And this is the best scrimmage they're going to get before going to Paris. And it's also the best team they're going to play. Like, this is the best team they will play of all of them at the Olympics. So it will be good practice. I'm not expecting them to go extremely hard. I'm expecting it to be fun. Kind of like an all-star game, but maybe a little bit more defense, especially from Team USA while they work on some stuff. Asia Wilson at the top. She's a try-hard. God bless her. Asia will be going hard. She doesn't know how to play any different. She'll have fun, but she's absolutely in play at the top. Have no issues going there. Sabrina, already mentioned, shooters shoot, and the three-point shot is huge in this. You want to target the shooters. Have a lot of interest in Sabrina. AT, really tough to recommend just because she does not shoot the ball very much, and her peripheral upside is going to be very, very limited here, surrounded by superstars. So really hard to recommend AT. Kalia Copper is fine at 5,400. She should shoot the ball quite a bit, but she's not a good three-point shooter. or she does not take very many three-point shots, so her upside is really capped. BG had a really good All-Star game last year. I would expect her to try pretty hard for this one, especially since it's a home game for her. Joel Lloyd, shoot, so I have a lot of interest in her. Jackie Young, she can shoot it, but she tends to be a little bit passive in this game and kind of let everyone else shine, so more of a tournament GPP play. Kelsey Plum, she was the optimal captain last year, but her shot has not looked good of late, so she's going to be low owned. DT, I kind of dig DT way down here at the bottom. I don't think very many people are going to play her. I fully believe this is her last hurrah. I think this is her last All-Star game. I think this is definitely her last Olympic run. So I think she's just going to go out there and put on a show. It is in Phoenix, so her and BG and Kalia Copper have the home crowd. I definitely have some interest in DT for tournaments. Really can't play Chelsea Gray. Her shot's just not been falling. She's probably going to be out there dishing some no-look passes, but really hard to recommend her. Would expect the starters to include BG and DT just because they're playing at home. Then probably round it out. Not sure if Fee and Stewie play. I would expect at least one of them to start, but have their minutes pretty limited. So maybe one of them with Asia and then like Chelsea Gray would be their starting lineup. If Fee and Stewie are out, they would probably slot like Kalia Copper or Joel Lloyd into the starting lineup and roll with that. But this is a team I have a lot of interest in. I actually have more interest in Team WNBA than I do Team USA. They're just going to be out there just having a blast, and there's a lot to like on this team. Caitlin Clark, guys, this is the game you play Caitlin Clark. This is it. If there ever was a game to play Caitlin Clark and for her to just go bananas on offense, because nobody's going to face guard her on defense. It's going to be laid back. And she still has that killer instinct. Like, she's going to go hard. Like, she'll be out there dishing some sweet passes, but she's going to shoot it too. So I don't know how you fade Caitlin Clark in a game like this. Angel Reese, really hard for me to play. Her style of play fits regular games more than it fits the All-Star game. So I'm probably out there. I think she's still a fine GPP tournament play, but I probably won't be going there. Arike Gumbawale, another shooter. So I have a ton of interest in Arike. I think her and Caitlin Clark are going to try and put on an absolute masterclass. The last time Team USA played Team WNBA, Arike went wild and won the MVP of the game. Dearica Hamby is fine at 7,400. Just not sure she's going to shoot the ball enough to really get there. Jonquel Jones, I do have some interest in. Last year, she shot the ball quite a bit. Would expect her to be pretty active, even though she's pretty passive playing normally for New York. But I do have some interest in her. Aaliyah Boston has the built-in Caitlin Clark connection. Don't mind her, but like I always say, bigs, you pretty much just want to nail one or two bigs and then get all the shooters that you can. Do have a little bit of interest in Boston at that price. Same with NECA, but she's going to be pretty passive. She's not going to be out there just looking to take 10-plus shots. I have some interest in DeWanna Bonner because she's a three-point shooter, and she will shoot it. I have some interest in Kayla McBride, who is also a three-point shooter and will shoot it. Alicia Gray is fine. I don't think she's going to get enough volume, so not really going there. Kelsey Mitchell is purely scoring dependent. If you think she goes out there and shoots the lights out, you can absolutely play her. She will be extremely low owned, and so will Bree Jones. I'm probably not getting there. I saw a couple little snippets from Team WNBA's practice, and I expect the starters to be Caitlin Clark, Arike Gumbawale, Dearica Hamby, Jonquel Jones, and DeWanna Bonner. That was the five that I saw. So Clark at the 1, Arike at the 2, Bonner at the 3, Hamby at the 4, Jonquel at the 5. So that's what I'm expecting the starting lineup to look like. Obviously, starters will typically play a few extra minutes, If you look here, they don't really have but one point guard, and that's Caitlin Clark. So, not sure she's going to play. She's not going to play crazy minutes. I'm not trying to advocate for that. But she will probably play the most minutes of anybody on this team, if I had to guess. So, really, really hard to fade. Also, like, most people are just going to, like, the casual players are just going to go in here and they're going to go, oh, I can play Asia Wilson for sub $10,000. I got to play her. Ooh, I want to play Caitlin Clark. Ooh, I want to play Brianna Stewart. She's 8K. I can't believe that. Let's scroll down here. And they're just going to build a lineup like that, where you can go and play, like, you can scroll all the way down here and play like salary does not matter. You're going to have salary left over. You can go down here, you can play all the shooters and just load it up. And whoever goes off the most, one of the shooters, that will be the optimal captain. That's the way it's been the past 2 or 3 years that I've played the All-Star game. But it is just a lot of fun. I'm really, really looking forward to the game. But that's going to do it for me, guys. We're going to have to figure out something to do. This break is already killing me, and we still have almost a month. But we'll figure out something. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Hit the like button if you enjoy the video. Really helps out the channel grow. Still on the race to 500 subs. Getting pretty close, but I'll see you guys in the next one.